To understand this poem, I'm reading a bit strange. You have to really understand what John Donne is writing against. He's writing against a kind of romantic, idealized love, wherein the man is begging or making themselves lower to the woman, is talking about the merging of souls and romance. And here instead we're getting an explicit sexual poem, an argument about why a woman should give up her virginity to a man. And this is the conceit. The conceit in a poem is basically the argument. What makes the poem metaphysical is that the argument is compared or related to something really abstracted from the situation. So here that is a flea bite. Okay? In terms of the context, you could also think about John Donne's early life. He was, the early Donne was quite a promiscuous, I don't know if that's fair, but he was he was involved with a lot of women, and apparently, and this is before his marriage, and then of course his becoming religious towards the end of his life. And this poem in many ways represents that early time. Here we don't get a romantic lover. We get someone who is explicitly looking for sex and an argument of why they should sleep together. And here we get someone who's forceful and witty and funny, as well as being urgent in his need. Mark but this flea. Look at this flea. And look at this, okay? That little that you deniest me, it sucked me first, now it sucks these. I mean, this sexualized language, I would say, is talking about blood. And the flea's bitten him and it's bitten her. And in this, the blood is mixed. Thou knowest that this cannot be said a sin, nor shame, nor loss of maidenhead. This is not sin or loss of virginity. This isn't that. Yet this enjoys before it woos. So the flea enjoys before it's convinced the other to fall in love with it. And pampered swells with one blood made of two. Pampered, treated so well, so the speaker isn't treated as well, and actually their two bloods mix into one inside of the flea is the argument. And look, he says, alas, sadly, this is more than we're doing. Oh, stay, 3 lives and 1 flea spare, where we almost, yea, more than married are. Inside of this flea, we are more than married. It's you and I and this, our marriage bed. Now the flea is becoming their marriage bed. So this extended metaphor and the bed is a kind of temple, a place to worship. The parents' grudge and you were all met and cloistered in these living walls of jet. So the parents disapprove of this man and this woman being together, and that's just a little hint about what might be going on here. Jet is a rich, glossy black. So we see this metaphor of the flea being compared to a bed, to a temple. Though use make you apt to kill me, let not to that self-murder added be, and sacrilege, 3 sins in killing me. Look, I know you want to kill me for talking about this, but don't kill it, because if you kill the flea, it'll be suicide, because it'll be a sin, and this is 3 sins in killing 3. You're going to kill yourself, you're going to kill me, and you're going to have a sin. Okay, so don't do that. Cruel and sudden hast thou since purpled thy nail in blood of innocence. Since this is just, we're only hearing from one side of the argument, it's really wonderful to see how action happens. So the woman has killed the flea, and in her action has made an argument that she thinks shows he's just full of crap. Look, I killed it, no big deal. What wonderful image, purple thy nail in blood. Wherein could this flea guilty be, except in that drop which it sucked from thee? But here's the thing, he flips it on her. Yet thou triumphst, and sayst that thou findest not thyself nor me the weaker now. See, I've killed the flea. I'm not weaker. So your argument, lover, is useless. It's true, but look from this how false fears be. Just so much honor when thou yields to me will waste. So this flea's death took life from thee. The same amount of pain in killing the flea will you lose in giving your virginity to me. So this very witty, nonsense argument is a kind of play on convincing her she should sleep with him. Again, the image of bursting and the purpling gives us a vision of the loss of virginity as well. I think this is a very famous poem to help understand what the metaphysicals are doing, how you can create... This is a very humorous and funny, almost ridiculous exploration of what it means, love, what love might mean. To put it in the context of the time, he's really rejecting that idea of souls and romance and looking very much at the visceral, the physical, and having a lot of fun doing it as well. I think it's a wonderful introduction to Donne.